All right, let's get it. Today, I'm going to talk about my issue with the Pledge of Allegiance. So, for everyone who needs a refresher course, let's go over the Pledge of Allegiance, which in reality is nothing more than indoctrination. And I spoke about it in one of my previous videos. I'll try and put that link at the end. I think it's patriotism is the new racism. But yeah, the Pledge of Allegiance is nothing but indoctrination. But anyways, let's go over it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, we used to have to recite this when I was a kid at school. And yes, I am a product of public school. And as I got older, I recall there being some controversy, some issue, because you had your atheist or agnostic community saying we don't believe in God, so our kids shouldn't be forced to say the Pledge of Allegiance. And then you had the different religions, the Muslims, Hindu, whatever the case may be. Those guys saying, well, what if your God isn't the same as our God? So there was some controversy, and I don't think it's illegal to say the Pledge of Allegiance at public school, but I think as a precautionary measure, most schools try not to make kids recite it, or there's an exemption or something like that. But my issue isn't with one nation under God. My issue is with the last sentence, the last phrase, with liberty and justice for all. With liberty and justice for all. So if you guys haven't been living under a rock, I'm sure you're familiar with the Jordan Neely case. This young black man who was choked out on the subway. Now, here's my issue, right? He was a subway performer. So that says to me that he was a regular on the subway. That says to me that people knew him. They were familiar with him. Maybe not everyone, but it's more than likely that, some of the same patrons ride the subway every day. So someone was familiar with Jordan Neely. And the initial reports is that he was having a mental episode. That's a distraction. That doesn't matter. Let's not focus on that part. The important part is there are no reports that said he harmed anyone. Not one report says he caused harm to anyone. So why was this man attacked? Why was he murdered? Why did it take so long for Penny to be arrested? I'll come back to that. So just a few days ago, I made a video ranting about the GOP, trying to tell everyone what kind of people they really are. I told you all they do is race bait. All they are culture warriors. That's all they want to do is be divisive, us against them, white against black, white against white against Hispanics. That's all they want to do. So here we got Mr. DeClantis and Matt Gaetz applauding Mr. Penny as a hero. I think Matt Gaetz dubbed him Subway Superman. I told you these are horrible, despicable people. How can you watch a man get murdered and call the murderer the hero? How is that possible? This guy's not a hero. This guy is not Subway Superman. One, he's a punk. He snuck up and grabbed him from behind. We call that a punk in my neighborhood. Where I come from, tough guys square up. It's face to face. You don't get snuck. You don't get stole on from behind. You don't get choked out from behind. That's punk-ish. And I don't mean punkish like blackish. I mean punk-ish. I'm just trying not to say the word. So no, he's not Superman. He's a coward. An absolute coward and an absolute murderer. That's what he is. And on top of that, he had help. Now, I don't know why these other two clowns haven't been identified yet. I don't know what's taking them so long to get charged, but they are accomplices. They helped. They need to be charged also. But here's the crazy part. Do you know this fool Penny already has like $1 million donated to him for his defense fund? $1 million. You weren't under attack. Jordan Neely did nothing to you. And what do they keep calling him? A former Marine. That's how they first introduced him to the world, right? Former Marine, as if that means anything. Who gives a... Deep breaths. Who cares that he's a former Marine? That doesn't matter. What matters is he took the law into his own hands and he needs to be held accountable for it. But let's get back to the justice for all. Cause I'm just trying to figure out what kind of justice is there for young black men? Scratch that. What kind of justice is there for black people, period? Where's the justice? I did a video about a year ago called Justice Has Selective Vision. I'll link that at the end. You should go back and watch. Where I talked about how the system only works for a certain demographic. Where is the justice for Trayvon Martin? George Zimmerman's still walking around, free as a bird. Where is the justice for Michael Brown? And you know they raised over $1 million for that clown's defense fund. Officer Racist. Officer Douchebag. Officer Scumbag, whatever his name is. Wilson or something like that. They raised over $1 million for his defense fund. This clown never even went to trial. He was never even charged with anything. You executed an unarmed black man on the street and left them laying there for hours. George Zimmerman started a fight with Trayvon, got them hands. Let's be clear about that. George Zimmerman got them hands. Trayvon put it on him. Then he wanted to shoot. Again, that is punk-ish. You started a fight, you couldn't win, so now you want to shoot. Real tough guy. Might even be the reason why these fools are so in love with their guns. Because they know without them, they wouldn't be tough guys. They'd be a lot of punks. Waiting to get hands. But yeah. Where is the justice for all? Now we'll see what happens with this case, but I won't hold my breath. It's just sad. It's really, really sad. Because the truth of the matter is, the more things change, the more they stay the same. So I'm gonna leave it there for now. If you like the way I think, slide over to Patreon. Check out some of my original short stories. It's only $1.50 per download. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like always, thank you for your time. Peace.